Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video dives into yet another shocking chapter in the Paultooreal saga. Just when we thought the drama couldn't get any worse, another female victim has come forward, and her story will absolutely leave you speechless. Let's get into it. Another girl speaks out. When this new girl came forward, she wasn't an influencer, wasn't chasing clout, and didn't even have a big platform. That makes her story even more chilling because she had no reason to lie. She explains that she attended one of Paul's parties, expecting a harmless night of dancing and fun. What she saw was far from harmless. Paul was allegedly touching girls, hands on thighs, arms and shoulders, way too much for comfort. The disturbing part? He was one of the only guys at the event, which made his behavior even more predatory. According to her, this wasn't just casual contact, it was intentional and uncomfortable. And while she stresses not all the rumors out there are true, she stands firm on what she personally experienced. This is one more account that perfectly matches earlier accusations and makes Paul look even worse than before. A party that spiraled out of control. At first glance, the party seemed like any other influencer get-together: fun outfits, dancing, and allegedly a no-alcohol rule. But if you've ever been to one of those parties, you know that no alcohol is usually the first rule broken. Soon enough, the night spiraled into chaos. The girl recalls how Paul himself slipped away from his own party. Strange behavior for the host. When curiosity got the better of her, she followed. And what she saw turned the night into something out of a bad drama. She describes two mysterious blonde guys handing over bags of pills and strange green plants to Paul, who already looked completely out of it. Even more disturbing, she says those same guys offered substances to another young girl, and she had to intervene before things escalated. What started as an innocent-looking gathering quickly turned into a dangerous situation that made everyone uneasy. Paul collapses, then loses control. Later that same night, the situation took an even darker turn. Paul was reportedly found passed out, not just needing water, but completely unconscious to the point that an ambulance had to be called. But before paramedics arrived, Paul woke up swinging, allegedly trying to hit anyone who came near him. Eyewitnesses claim he shouted racial slurs, including the N-word, in front of the entire party. At one point, he even tried to lunge at younger girls, escalating the chaos. Videos from that night started spreading online, with many insisting they were authentic, despite Paul's claims that they were AI-generated. To make matters worse, some attendees say he admitted to substance use earlier in the night, despite publicly claiming his parties are clean and safe. This level of erratic, aggressive behavior is exactly why so many are calling Paul out, not just for hypocrisy, but for creating unsafe environments for the people around him. The girl who pulled away. Another female guest, who doesn't even call herself a victim, came forward to share her discomfort with Paul's actions. She admits she doesn't want to shame anyone for drinking or smoking, but what bothered her was the hypocrisy. Paul constantly preaches about faith, relationships with God, and living without lust, yet behind the scenes, he was doing the opposite. She recalls Paul putting his hands on multiple girls throughout the night. Even worse, he touched her thigh inappropriately, despite knowing she had a boyfriend who was right there at the party. She instantly pulled away and avoided him for the rest of the night, describing him as a complete weirdo. For her, the red flag wasn't just what he did, but the way everyone around seemed to excuse it. The fact that more and more girls are sharing nearly identical experiences makes it impossible to ignore the pattern of behavior Paul is being accused of. The viral Snapchat story things really blew up after another girl posted a short clip on her private Snapchat story. The caption? "Why is everybody meat-riding Paul?" It showed partygoers surrounding him like he was the center of attention, despite his disturbing behavior. That video was quickly screen recorded and reposted on TikTok, and from there, it went viral. Once it hit the internet, Paul himself allegedly started blowing up her phone, begging her to delete it. But by then, it was too late. The clip had already spread everywhere. She insists she wasn't the first one to post it publicly, but when people started claiming the video was fake or AI generated, she released more footage to back it up. Suddenly, the internet wasn't just hearing rumors. It was seeing undeniable receipts. This moment turned the situation from whispers into full-blown scandal, with thousands of people demanding accountability from Paul. And the pressure hasn't stopped since. Paul's defense and denial. After multiple stories and viral videos, Paul finally decided to respond. In his version, the entire situation is nothing more than cancel culture. He admits to drinking once and trying nicotine, but insists that every other accusation is a lie. According to him, people are making fake Snapchat accounts, editing AI videos, and spreading false story times from strangers he's never met. He even claims old posts are being taken out of context to smear his name. Paul also denies any serious relationships with the girls he's pictured with, saying photos and content don't mean he's dating them. He positions himself as the real victim, calling the backlash cyberbullying and saying he won't apologize for things he didn't do. But the problem for Paul is simple. Too many people have shared similar stories, with matching details, making it hard for anyone to believe his narrative over the mounting testimonies. More stories are coming. What makes this situation even more alarming is that the stories aren't stopping. More girls are hinting that they have their own experiences to share, and some have even teased that they're sitting on receipts that haven't been released yet. This could mean videos, screenshots, or even direct messages that prove what they've been saying all along. The scariest part? It feels like this might only be the beginning. Every time one victim speaks up, another seems to follow, and the stories are all too consistent. If these patterns keep surfacing, Paul won't just be facing internet backlash. He could be dealing with real legal consequences. For now, he's brushing it all off as lies and bullying, but the evidence piling up makes it harder for the public to dismiss. Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this story is far from over. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss an update. Stay tuned.